All right, welcome back to part 2 of this testimonial edition of the mailbag. We have a lot to get through, so I don't want to waste any time and get right into it. But before we do, I want to give shout-outs to my top supporters: Kevin Johnson, Andrew Baukamp, Bardan, David Ray Tibbetts Jr., Exponential Worth, Nick Giacara, Otilija, Frater TP, Frater Omar, and the one that does not want to be named. You really are the best of the best. I also want to give a shout out to Crystal Deanna, as your generous donations have not gone unnoticed. Thank you so very much. Now, as I was saying, we have a lot to go through, so I'm just going to jump right in where we left off. Windy Landcamper says, where do I start? The Hermetic principles, which I am still learning about. The value of silence, the importance of meditation. Somewhere along the way, it occurred to me that you were putting just enough to make a person so digging and reading and learning. And then the sentence kind of drops off there. I remember how much I wished there was a local teacher so I could talk to them about what I was learning. That part was hard because I had to learn to trust that I wasn't going to fall off into some oblivion. I'm grateful that I found my way here, as there are so many voices out there. I have no doubt that those who watch out for me and work with me made sure I found my way here. Thank you. You're an amazing teacher, and I appreciate your comment. Thank you. Hunter Moldenhauer, I have learned so much and more from this channel. Why charity and giving back is so important, how emotional blockages are formed and reprogramming my emotions, easy working spells for love and money, lots of informative stuff about the tarot, sigils, the why and how, reading the world around me and becoming an active participant in my life. Even if you only watch a few of these videos, if you give them the time in your mind and let them really sink in and put practice, even in small ways, there is no doubt that your life will change with you directing it. All really great things. I want to thank you so much for sharing what you've learned. Solark, I found this video in the intro probably about 8 years ago. How glad I am that I followed your teachings and put them into practice, despite the fear at the time. It really did change my life from being pretty much a mess to where I am now, which is stability and constant growth and increasing well-being. And I feel I'm only just getting started with what I can achieve. Your work led me to so many others that I needed as well. So thank you, Frater, amazing teacher and lifesaver. I do find it ironic that despite all the crazy synchronistic things I've experienced, I still never saw that orange ball in the garden. I can accept that, though. The other stuff more than made up for it. Well, I appreciate the comment. Don't worry about the orange ball, and then it may show up. If you're constantly looking or scanning for it, it just won't. I had somebody just write me recently, and I haven't even had a chance to get back with them yet. And they were saying, I took your Spells of Love and Lost program, but nothing's working. I'm just so desperate for love. And right there's the answer. Because if you're always thinking about it, if you want it too badly, then that's just less for results. It's not following the law of least expectance, and it won't show up because people are still holding on to it. But yes, the orange ball is nothing compared to the stability and constant growth that you have achieved. So great job, and thanks for commenting. Stephen Cox, this channel helped me a lot. By that, I deny, banish, and reject that thought practice because I think earlier in life I dealt with many negative thought forms, to keep it short. Absolutely, that one practice alone is a game changer and is a great starting point for many people, and that's why I put it there at the beginning. And thanks for the comment. No one says, thank you, Frater. I've had an interest in the esoteric and occult since I was a kid, but I never really saw it for what it was until I found your channel. You have a unique way of explaining things that has given me many of those eureka moments, epiphany after epiphany, seeing the true depths of our reality and how it interacts with the subconscious through occult symbolism. Such a wonderful and mysterious world we live in. Yes, it's all about perspective, and I appreciate the comment. Thank you. Dimensional Rights. Wow, this video is where my journey started. Looking back now, I've learned so much, and the videos have taught me so much. If this is your first lesson, keep going. Some great advice for the newbies just starting out. I appreciate it. Concepcion Juarez. All I can say about this channel is that Frater Xavier is a real master. I was all my life looking for a real magician and a good person. Well, here you can find it. He has changed my life, definitely. And then he translates it into Spanish, which I appreciate, but I will not attempt to recite, as I do not want to do it an injustice. Thank you so much, my friend. That really is going above and beyond. Warrior Woman 999, best magic channel around. Been following for a few years now, and have learned so much. I've purchased mind and magic programs, bought recommended books, and have learned so much. I've been a long-time practitioner of magic, but these videos and programs have definitely helped me grow and develop a deeper understanding of the practice. Thank you for all you do. And I thank you for taking the time to share with me and others your experiences. Thank you. Now, I'm doing my best to move right along through these and not spend too much time on each one as much as I'd like to, since we have so many to get through. That's why I'm going through these quicker than normal, so we're going to keep the pace. Kate B, not only will I comment, but I will share. Thank you very much, Kate. Jade Star, lessons that teach great abundance and the courses give direction. I've learned a great deal and achieved many things in my life because of it. If this is your first time here, listen completely. I have changed to tune into the better side of life. That's a really great breakdown. I appreciate that. Thank you. Chi Chi, best series and best teacher. Thank you for all your teachings, Frater. And thank you for your comment and kind words, Chi Chi. Thank you. Amazing Karyo Sotis. It has made a huge difference. And I'm glad that it has. Thank you. Aegean Prophet. Man, these early videos were gritty. You've come a long way on the happiness and positivity front, huh, Frater? That slow and steady wins the race, Capricorn coming through. Anyway, Frater, I'm endlessly grateful for you setting me on the magical path. I had been exposed to astrology and other metaphysical methodologies by my parents in my youth, but you set me on the conscious path. Beyond the raw information you have offered in abundance, I appreciate the way in which you present your magical knowledge. You embody the archetypal high priest, replete with the discipline and authority to present the material methodically to those of us who struggle with the amorphous and whimsical nature of most magical practitioners. Even your dull Midwestern accent radiates power and authority. It's simultaneously befuddling and astonishing. You mention faith in this video. Your authority and surety evoke faith even from the skeptical. You're a demigod among men, so keep it up. This guy. I discovered you a little over 4 years ago, and back then you really changed my life for the better. I became very powerful very quickly using your methods. Since then, I've strayed to using primarily mental magic and other teachers like Seth and Abraham Hicks. And while I've learned a lot and accomplished quite a bit, especially materially, I'd like to get back to ceremonial magic. It seems to be the most effective and, frankly, most fun. Thanks for everything that you do and you teach, Frater, and may you accomplish everything you desire in accordance with your will, with blessings for all. And thank you, my friend. I do appreciate it, even when you call my accent dull. AM, people are leaving so many comments at you. Person new to this may not read this, but yeah, you're on the right path. What Frater Xavier teaches is safe, and it can change your life for the better. It changed mine for the better, and I'm still working on it. But without this, I would be lost. Give it a try. You won't regret it. Sean Patrick Samard. I think that what is often left unsaid is that magic is about establishing your own kingship. It's not about ruling the world or making miracles or flashy powers. It's about you becoming both the immovable object and the irresistible force. Don't hope to change the world, just change yourself. And magic has all the methods you could ever need to do exactly that. Absolutely spot on. You change your mind, you change your life. You change your life, you change the world. Your own world. Everything around you changes. And I appreciate the comments. Thank you both so much. Brighter in the dark. I found mystery school when I was in a very drifty and numb state, not knowing why I was doing anything I was doing, what the reason was, or why I felt so powerless to change any of it or feel like I had purpose. So beside the rituals and sigils, beside the planets, the correspondences, the hermetics, the physics, beside any of it, the most helpful and life-changing lessons that I have learned from Frater X are how to take control of my own mind and in the powerlessness I always felt. The power I have only ever stole from myself. Negative self-talk, limiting views on who I am or what I'm capable of. Constant badgering by my own mind and constant shame and blame. It's almost entirely gone. I've never felt better about myself in my entire life, and it can and only will get better from here because of the disciplines I've built from this great knowledge, and for that I am eternally and unexpressibly grateful. Well, I think you've expressed it quite well and eloquently, and it's my privilege to have impacted your life in such a great way. Keep up the fantastic work, my friend. Thank you so much. Zoro Skogar says, an excellent video and excellent channel. Really, if you are here, you are in the right place to learn magic. May God guide your journey. And thank you so much for your comment and for helping the new people. Evo Lionbot, compassion and forgiveness are the things I've learned. Chad Watson says, Mr. Frater, you single-handedly showed me not only how to take control of my life, but have influenced me to help others as well. With this being said, me helping others is my purpose, and I have expanded my ability to do so 10 times more. I have bought every single program that you have to offer except Loss of Riches because I already have money. But instead you brought me fulfillment and happiness when I was on the verge of suicide. I have watched most of your videos on the channel and even have a notebook where I take notes from what you teach. But I have done everything from manifest trips to California, which is where I am from the posting of this comment, to even bringing even more money into my life with the water bottle spell from Fire and Water. So thank you, Frater, for everything you do. You have made the biggest impact on my life, more than anyone else has. Much love and safe travels. I want to thank you both for your comments, and Chad, I'm so glad that I could help pull you back from that edge. Having had similar thoughts in the past, I can really relate with that, and is the primary reason that I developed the Deny, Banish, and Reject Your Thoughts exercise, to help overcome those kind of relentless thoughts. But excellent work, my friend. Thank you so much. Keep it up. And I also want to thank you for bringing up the Fire and Water program because it's a nice segue into our sponsor. Oh wait, that's me. Fire and Water is the program that's going to show you how to use the elements to manifest your goals. From simple candle magic to ritual baths and everything in between, this program is going to cover it all. Now, most people involved in magic are familiar with candle magic and how effective it can be. But how many of you are using the element of water to achieve your goals, which is arguably easier and even more effective? I'm going to show you how to program your drinking water, how to bless your food and drink, how to use soap and water to get rid of problems in your life, how to take a ritual bath, how to rid yourself of enemies, everything about candle magic including color correspondences, how to use blood magic to supercharge your rituals, and a whole lot more. I know a lot of people overlook this program, but it has some of the best magic that I personally use on a consistent basis within it. If you don't have it yet, then you're missing out. You can get Fire and Water and other Mind and Magic programs over at mindandmagic.com today. All right, we're back after that little break. LB says, constantly watching and practicing Mind and Magic's teachings, I personally experienced an incredible increase in business holdings, improved relationships, and controlled will. It's because of the changes that these lessons have helped manifest in the mind subconscious. No longer a slave to habit, but a vigilant student. Life has not been the same these past 2 years. Irrefutably, I have taken back control of my own life and become accountable again. I really enjoy when he cites the information in other sources. I purchased several books referenced by FX in his videos, and a wealth of knowledge never disappoints. So many kind words, so many thanks. It is appreciated. Thank you so much. Jason the Joiner says, this channel has changed my life forever. I have been learning for 6 years now. I went from living on the street to having a successful carpentry company and the life I have always wanted. Thank you, Frater. I owe you my life, man. P.S. All this man's online courses are worth every penny. I do not have all of them yet, but any I have got have brought me tenfold returns. Money well spent. Enjoy your journey with Frater. He is quite the guide. And thank you, my friend. A genuine rags to riches story right here. Going from living on the street to having your own business. I absolutely love that. Thank you. Pixie Chiquita, most important information you could ever have. Mind your thoughts, reprogram your mind. It took me 3 months, but I did it, and it literally changed my life. Every thought, word, and action creates your reality. Absolutely, and thank you for sharing. Much appreciated. Don Celia Boy says, hi, Frater, thank you, for I've learned a lot from watching your channel. I have gained understanding of myself and everything and everyone around me. The 7 Hermetic Principles, man, you have unlocked its meaning to almost every practical application in life. And of course you are right, magic is the answer to everything. It is the correct way of praying to manifest things you want. I have gained so much spiritually and physically from the day I discovered your channel. I also see the universe also has rewarded you for your continuous and generous information you have bestowed upon us. More power to you and blessed be. Diane Fields, wonderful thought-provoking guidance done simplistically and in a down-to-earth manner, a friendly voice to the lone practitioners along the path. And I thank you both so much for your testimonials. Not only do I enjoy reading them, but others are going to find them helpful as well. Thank you. DemonUrge Analysis writes, it sounds hard to believe. It will take patience and discipline. But if you stick to the teachings and allow yourself to receive the information in this, serious with an open and creative mind, you will see results. Not only in manifesting your desires and will, but in the transformation of your mind from a place of negative programming and self-destructive thought patterns to a place of spiritual growth and positive impact on yourself and those around you. If you are watching this video, you are on the right track, friends. Dave writes, for the people just learning about all this, stick with it up to at least lesson 5. Even if you actively reject the teachings, the practice of guarding the gates of your mind alone will save your life as it has mine. Harishtan Chenef says, the channel helped me a lot to figure some things out. I was into chaos magic a lot, and although most of the things I did worked, they weren't the things I truly wanted. After watching most of your videos, I picked up Kabbalah magic and the great work, and it gave me the structure that I actually needed to do my magic properly, as well as helping me straighten out most things in my life. I still have a long way to go, but I won't forget the help you gave me. And thank you all so much for your wonderful comments. It truly is a blessing. Thank you. Boris Oliphant, Frater Xavier, I've been listening to your channel for over a year now, and I only wish I discovered you sooner. Listening to your channel has helped me open my mind and change my perspective on life and my practice. I always look forward to your new content. I have purchased your 7 Planetary Powers course. Spoiler alert, I love it. And I will send you an email of my success story once I make it manifest. As you mentioned time and again, in life it is crucial not to be too polarized and at the same time not too stagnant. I believe this is a core lesson to recall at every step a person takes on their path. As always, keep up the great work. I am forever thankful to Spirit for helping me find you and your channel. And I am grateful that you found it as well, my friend. Thank you so much. Travel and Bang writes, I'm an Army veteran and I used to think the occult was woo-woo bullshit. That was until I ran into Frater Xavier Mystery School. His sigil magic courses that I purchased on Gumroad really changed my life. Money, love, sex, yep. I pretty much manifested it all with the magic I learned from Frater X. No Hollywood gimmicks, Frater is the real deal, Holyfield. And I do appreciate the comment, my friend. Thank you so much. May you have continuing success while you travel and bang. Dexter Zatiro. Recently I have been having much success with just sigils and the LBRP. Sometimes I'm surprised by how well it works, and watching your videos have provided me with much knowledge necessary to improve the effectiveness of such things. But not only that, your videos have also improved my outlook on life itself. About 2 years ago, I was told about your Mystery School playlist, the one with about 300 videos now. Yes, it is getting pretty full. And I will be sorting out the playlist soon as I go back and I'm working on older videos. I heard you say in the first introduction video that 99% of the people won't be able to make it through to the end of your lessons. And at the time, that was actually the main thing that caused me to want to continue. Yes, negative suggestion. I know what I'm doing, believe it or not. I wanted to prove to myself that I could do it. And as of now, I am about 220 videos in, and I plan to definitely watch all the videos in that playlist and more. I appreciate your videos and all the time that you have put into them. Thank you, my friend. It means a lot to me. I appreciate it. See, sometimes a good challenge is what people need. I saw a Dave Ramsey video just today, the financial guy, and he had a caller call in, a nurse that made like $500,000 in the last year, working 7 days a week, 3 jobs, round the clock. She didn't run away from COVID. She ran to it to help people where there was plenty of work available for those who were willing to do it. And he was like, wow, that's fantastic. That's incredible. She's like, yeah, I called in over a year ago and you called me a wimp. So I had to prove that I could do it. And of course he laughed and said, hey, I should call people that more often if they're going to do that. See, sometimes that's what people need. And I said that for absolutely that reason. Hey, FX, I love this series. Something strange happened I've been meaning to ask concerning the backyard sigil. A ball showed up in my backyard out of nowhere. Wonder if that was what was intended. Lol. Yes, it was. A ball of a particular color, and that would be orange. And I do know that you followed up and wrote that it was, in fact, orange. but I still wanted to share this here. So congratulations on the sigil success. Static release, learning about meditation and self-development. I stumbled upon the channel Mind and Magic where Frater Xavier teaches many techniques to better oneself. I was not a believer in magic and was a big skeptic to anything relating to the occult. As I kept meditating, my mood improved, my stress started to diminish, and my overall outlook on life improved, even when times were rough. Ironically, as my mindset changed, my environment changed with it. I started to pay more attention to my thoughts, especially the recurring ones, because those have the most impact on oneself. Once I started to reject thoughts that hurt and hinder my well-being and replace them with positive and productive thoughts, my life began to improve. If you fear the unknown, then learn about it so that it becomes known, and you can let go of the fear and replace it with love. Yes, fantastic work. Great job. Change your mind, you change your life. It should be my tagline. And static release here proved just that. Simon says, incredible information. Not spoon-fed, but not blatant either. Turkey sandwich. Yes, I would love a turkey sandwich. You guys are determined to make me hungry. And I appreciate the comment. Thank you. Zeon Sulfur writes, I was at work, night stalking at Food City during December 2018, and a coworker had mentioned he was listening to a documentary about Aleister Crowley. I looked up the same documentary, and hell, I even watched 2 more. Afterward, I asked the following question, which is the first free thought I ever had in my, at the time, 23-year life. What's this magic stuff all about anyway? I wanted to know what it was and why people considered it in such negative ways. I searched magic and found this channel and video. Ever since then, my mindset, which had gone largely unchanged since I graduated high school in 2012, has been changed and altered. I've destroyed so many limiting beliefs, I've undergone changes I never would have thought about before, and I've experienced things I never could have even understood. It's been gradual, but it's all been worth it to improve my life. Thank you, Frater Xavier. Well, it's my pleasure, and I want to thank you for your comment and your continuing support. We're getting closer to the end here, just a few more. Robert, Frater Xavier is by far the best teacher in this great work. His programs changed my life. I manifested over 100K and have bettered myself in so many ways thanks to Mind and Magic. If any of you know who Franz Barden is, absolutely, there is a biography of him called Frabato. And at the back end of the book it is revealed that Franz Barden is part of the Great White Brotherhood, a council of divine ascended masters who continuously incarnate on Earth to lead humanity in the right direction and aid in the divine evolution of humanity. I personally think Frater Xavier is part of the Great White Brotherhood. He has to be an ascended master. Follow this channel, hard work, and embrace Frater Xavier's teachings, and I promise you evolve in ways that you can't even imagine. Thank you, Frater Xavier. And I want to thank you. That's really high praise. Not sure about the ascended master bit, but I do a lot of work communicating with the divine and my higher self, which will be in the next program at the time of this recording, in just a couple days. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hexagon 3D, best channel on YouTube. Thank you very much. The Adventures of Kaz improved my practice and understanding of everything that I previously learned, and also gave me a different perspective and unwavering faith in my knowledge and practice. Also increased my synchronicity at least 10 times. And the first sigil you created for us on here delivered itself to me through my classroom window. Only a small window was open, and it somehow came from 2 floors below in the yard, which is set far away from the buildings. It came through a small gap in the window, and it came straight to me. I even sent you an image of it. I remember that. For the newbie, this will definitely change your life, and even if you're experienced, it will still change your life. Thank you ever so much, Frater X. I am extremely grateful for everything that I learn and receive. You are most welcome, and I appreciate all the kind words. Thank you. Matthew de la Garza wrote me a novel. To Frater Xavier and those who may have found this channel or need something encouraging to read, the teachings of Frater Xavier have been nothing short of life-changing. Back in 2017, my life completely fell apart when I was 22. Yeah, life's just beginning at 22. Before this, my life had consisted of a childhood deprived of fun, abused, and bullied by my father almost daily, bullied by people at school all the way from elementary school through my senior year of high school, which ultimately led me to fail out of college 3 times and start doing drugs. But in 2017, my life really fell into shambles, of which I will spare the details. Point is, I was programmed to lose. Later that year, I came across Frater Xavier's channel, which has completely changed the course of my life for the better. I remember creating my first sigil from his course on sigil magic, and it literally manifested the same day, which completely blew my mind open at the time. About a year and a half ago, I started taking it really serious, and things have been getting slowly better. I did a few things from the Secrets of Wealth program a while back, and this pandemic has had little to no effect on me. I've manifested a car, an increased income, a home, but more importantly, developed myself into a better person. I am no longer depressed and completely miserable. I haven't made a complete 180 yet, but I'm so much closer than I ever thought I could be. For those just starting out, pay attention, take careful notes, find a way to incorporate the knowledge found in these videos into your magical operations or life. One sigil or one operation will not be enough to completely turn things around for those down and out. You must be at your best when things are at their worst. You need to have patience, discipline, and persistence in addition to your creative endeavors. Don't go straight to Frater every time you have a question. Use his advice and meditate on your questions. You'll be surprised at the answers you get. Developing the habit of looking within for answers when problems or questions arise is what the magician would do anyways. Frater Xavier, I am grateful beyond words for all that you do, and I feel like a kid again every time a new video comes out. I am blessed to be your student, and don't take it lightly. For most of my life, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life until I ran into your channel. Thank you, and many blessings. Absolutely amazing testimonial. Thank you so much. I certainly do appreciate it, my friend. Dark Sky, Shining Sky, the Astrology Man. This channel was a major saving grace for me in finding not only my passion, but it was one of the several pieces that saved my life and family life in every sense of the word. It's a long story, but I will try to keep it short, but the book, Kabbalah Magic, was the first magic book that gave me tools and the ability to research and develop new forms of tools. Solve many problems, not only in my life, but in the lives of others. Thank you so much for introducing me to this field. And thank you so much for sharing your story. Thank you. Laylatoanderson, if you truly seek to learn, start here. Open your mind, be consistent, and watch your life change. Learn and put the knowledge to use with action. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Tamara, the biggest free hoard of legit magical knowledge a beginner will find anywhere. Thank you so much for that. We're going to do one more, but it's a novel. MoletrainTV writes, I am the fool. I would have been too shy or scared to say this anytime sooner in a comment or online, but now I don't want to get swayed by others' opinions or their filthy validation. Could not care what anyone thinks of me now. I mean that in a good way, but I do care what I think of others. This channel is a godsend. Mind and Magic has guided me towards a narrow path, has helped me to learn and grow, and now I can be more present for the people I care for. Empty your drawers and tidy your house, and new things do come. I've been going back to the mystery school lessons every time I feel I've lost my footing and started to drift. Mind and Magic introduced me to Bob Proctor, Napoleon Hill, and Frater Xavier. They have shown me I can achieve what I dream with faith and action. I accept that thought. I'm so happy and grateful now, after all these years. Frater Xavier is going to read my words. Yes, I am. A lot of you don't make it easy, though, with those run-on sentences. I fumble my way through them. And it's not just you. There's been a lot of them. I don't want you to think I'm picking on you. I have told so many friends about this channel, but words on deaf ears. Those with ears to hear, let it be heard. Thank you from the center of my heart. I have a long way to go, and the road can be windy. I come back to mystery school and start again when I'm lost. I've glimpsed at gold once or twice, maybe. I know it's there for me to find. Was like ecstasy. I was so lucky to find this channel years back. I was listening to a small podcast and some dude said something mind-blowing, and the presenter said, wow. And the dude said that it was from the channel Mind and Magic. I kind of wish I knew what that was, and I appreciate him giving me credit. I'm glad he referenced it and didn't keep the knowledge to himself. I forget the show or his name, but I also thank you for leading me here. I tidied my house, emptied my drawers, and banished 99% of my thoughts, grounded myself with my skateboard. Just to be grounded was all I needed. Maybe I will teach myself some more discipline. See if I can spot myself, but just wanting to live and be creative is amazing. It's like I'm back in school, wanting to wake and see the sun at the start of the day, not live in the night, and whooping bongs all day. I'm a Leo. My Mars and Mercury are also Leo. My moon is in Cancer, and Venus is also in Cancer. I'm the year of the wood ox, month of the wood monkey, day of the water rooster, and hour of the goat horse. That must be like, is that like Chinese astrology? I'm so happy and grateful now that I have this chance to remove the beam from my eye. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your comment and for your testimonial. And that will do it. We're going on a half hour here, and so I need to wrap this up. Once again, I want to thank everyone for leaving their comments on the first lesson on this channel entitled Magic. It's been much more than I could have hoped for, and I know it's going to help a lot of people just starting out. I also want to thank anyone who stuck around long enough to listen to them all. Thank you so much. It does mean a lot to me. You can find me at all the usual hangouts on social media, links to follow, and that will about do it. So I will see you next time. Take care.